I hit 4,000 watch hours. Yes! And I know many of you want to hit that goal as well. Okay, so I know I've been working on this channel for the last few months and it's been really exciting. It's been an adventure for sure. I've learned a lot along the way and I want to share with you all my tips. Many of you are on this YouTube journey to hit that monetization goal. Well, in this video, I want to dive into the world of watch hours and I give you some advice on how to reach those watch hours fast. I recently got monetized on YouTube. Yeah! That is really exciting and I want to talk more about that in future videos. Okay, so the first one is make longer videos. Honestly, this is one that I was a mistake in the beginning. I made a lot of shorter content in the beginning and that was great. Content that was quick and to the point, which really appealed to me and my mindset and how I thought. But then looking back, it was a mistake. I could have gone into more detail with videos. This is the one thing that I changed a long way. I have a few videos on my channel that were shorter and they were getting great time. They were getting great views, but they were shorter, right? So that wasn't giving me the watch time necessarily. It is important to note that you don't share fluff. That is always something that I've recommended that you do not do. Do not share fluff that is just going to be you talking the whole time about random stuff. People want to get the information, they want to know how to do something fast. But what I've done in each of my videos is I've gone into more detail and understood, maybe I could go in a little bit more detail here because it'll give them more insight onto how to actually do something. I have several of my videos on my channel that have done well, but again, they're shorter videos, so that's not going to necessarily get me the watch time. Which leads me into the next point. Second thing is you need to increase your retention. You have to increase your retention. And this one is something that you're going to have to play with when it comes to editing, the storytelling aspect, and how to get things across that will keep people watching to the end. So I'm going to share some channels that I watch that will help you understand why I watch them and watch their videos to the very end. The first one is one of the ProTubers that I've talked about. It is Kinging It. I watch their videos to the very end because they have a way of entertaining and sharing value and just keeping the audience's attention all the way through. So I watch their videos from start to finish. Every Sunday when a video comes out, I take time, I do a little work throughout the day, and then in the evening, instead of watching Netflix, I'll watch YouTubers. Dube is another channel that I have talked about a lot in the past. I've even collaborated with her. I watch her videos from start to finish. The reason why is because she shares a lot of good information. She also has a way of sharing it in an informative way that people can understand. Another one is Catherine Manning. Catherine Manning, I watch her videos from start to finish. The reason why is because of her personality. I love the information that she shares, but honestly, I love the connection that I have with her. I watch all three of these creators because their personalities, the content that they're sharing, and the fact that their editing style and entertainment side of things keeps me watching. Also, if you've not watched my ProTuber series, you need to do so. All of the YouTubers that I've mentioned are in that series. Go check it out because it's got a lot of information that's going to help you grow as a small creator. Okay, I'm bringing you in here because this point is very important. This next point is give so much information that the audience just can't stop watching. I mentioned Annie and her information that she shares is so informative that I keep watching. Shared that I created videos that were short, but what I did is I switched that and increased the amount of time on each video. But the key is that I've learned is that you need to give out so much information that people just can't stop watching. I give a ton of info in each video that I create. All the way through, each point is going to help you grow your channel. And even at the end, I share some really valuable tips. And if you've watched my videos at the very end, you'll see sometimes I give out bonus tips here and there. I just love giving out so much information. When I learn something, I'm going to give it to you. That's the whole point of my channel. I want to help you grow. Number 4 is evergreen content. Evergreen content is content that drives traffic continually throughout the year or the years to come to your channel. You want to balance your channel with evergreen in trending topics. Trending topics will drive traffic right then and there. You might get traffic for the next week after or the week after that, but initially it's just to get the views right then and there. The evergreen content, on the other hand, is content that people search for continually. This is content that will come in from the years to come. I have a few videos on my channel that drive traffic through YouTube search that are evergreen content. I do a balance of both because I know traffic comes in from different angles. Now I do have videos that will drive traffic from both ends. So browse and YouTube search. Those ones are unique and to find those, you'll have to figure out what's going on in your industry. Okay, so now 5 is quality is key. People have asked me in the past, is quality versus quantity important? And I will say this, quality is by far the way to go. If you're putting out content daily, you're having a harder time to really focus in on the quality of each video. Mr. Beast has talked about this in the past. It says that he has put out a lot of videos, but Whenever he's working on a video and it's just not right, he won't put it out. Because what's the point? You're putting all this effort and time into it and then it's not gonna get the views. You need to work on the videos. The quality is important. So that's where I've stepped up the game a little bit. I've worked on, the storytelling aspect a little bit more on my channel. I've connected everything a little bit more and I've really tried to grab the audience's attention. I still have a ways to go and I'm still working on that aspect. Last year alone, I put out a lot of content and I'll tell you, it was a lot of work and I almost got burnt out. But I will say this, I got so excited to share content that I just loved putting out videos. The problem with that is that I put out a lot of content that I could have gone deeper into. But going forward, I'm working on every single aspect of what goes into a video. So my advice is to go quality over quantity. Because when it comes to watch time, if your video is very good, like it has a lot of information or it's just so entertaining that people keep watching to the end, you're going to get the watch hours. You're going to get more watch hours from that individual video than putting up 10 videos. Okay, so number 6 is be consistent, but also be persistent. I've talked about this in the past a lot. Many talk about how to be consistent on YouTube, and I've said that I've talked about this too. I honestly have, because consistency is key to your success on YouTube. But being persistent is even more so, because YouTube is a harsh world. It really is. It's going to give you a reality check here. Some days are very hard. For me, this is one reason why I hit the 4,000 watch hours. A great example of this is Kinging It. They have been working at their channel for 6 years. They've been pushing through, they've been sharing their content, and they're doing their things while they're traveling. It's taken them 6 years to get to the point where they are today. Many would have given up, but for them, they didn't. Another example is Katie Seckley. She has worked on her channel for 10 years. She recently just hit 100K subscribers. Now, that took her 10 years, but if she stopped at 5 years, she would never have gotten to this point where she's at. It's important to understand that consistency is key. Some people have longer journeys than others. Being persistent is very vital. Having that mindset that you are going to be there one day, that you are going to get the 100K subscriber button. You have to be determined. And that's how I got 4,000 watch hours, is I was determined to not give up. Okay, so number 7 is create binge-worthy content. The biggest thing and the best thing that you can do is create content that people just want to keep watching. So if a person clicks on your video, it will say, oh, I love this video so much. Let's watch the next video. Or let's go to her channel or his channel and see what they have to offer. Create content that connects. Now, a key point that I like to mention here is build upon videos that are on your channel. If you see a video that's doing well on your channel, create something that's related to that topic. That's why they say always go back to the 90 days and see what top 10 videos are trending on your channel. Because if you create content that is similar or close to that, it'll start suggesting those videos alongside that. So for me, a lot of my short content does really well. So I'll create more content around that, which in turn, if people are coming to my channel for that, they'll look and they'll see if there's anything more to do with that. If on your channel you're talking about curly hair and it's done really well, then you need to do a follow-up video on a curly hair tutorial, or how to style your curly hair, or even better, the products that you use for your curly hair. My ProTuber series, there's a lot of channels that do this. For example, the More the Merrier family channel, like their vlog channel, they have talked about hair cutting, and they still continually do videos on this every now and again, so that drives traffic in because they know a lot of their audience is interested in that topic. Same with Tabitha Gingerich. She talks about curly hair, which is why that I'm continually talking about this topic. She talks about curly hair every now and again, and that brings more traffic to her channel. And the audience that is watching her channel, that they're interested in that topic. So it is important to note that you need to find a topic that is trending on your channel and look back and find content that can relate to those topics, so that drives traffic from all ends of your channel. Which leads me into the last point. Create good playlists. Talking about bingeable content, you need to have content that relates, right? Creating playlists will keep the new viewers or audience on your channel longer. That's why I suggest creating a series. I created the ProTuber series. That is my series on my channel, and people are obsessed with that, and I love it. That is the one thing on my channel that I love doing every single time, is analyzing other big creators and understanding how they're growing. I love the data. It's just so much fun to analyze. So what I would do is I would look at your channel, how can you incorporate a fun, creative series into your YouTube channel? A great example outside of my channel is Elle Pearls. She created a series which is Flashback Fridays. That series did so well and brought in a ton of subscribers for her and views. The importance is that you create something that people will want to binge watch. Now, a key point is here is if you have playlists set up ready to go, look at your analytics and see which playlist is getting the most watch time. If you see one of those playlists doing really well, you put that at the top of your homepage, and you can customize your channel to make sure that you have the playlist set at the top. I do this with my ProTuber series, or Get Subscribers and Views, or even the Mistakes playlist. I have playlists set up for each individual thing, and I noticed that those 3 do really well on my channel. If you've watched all the way to the end, here is a secret tip for you. Suggest a playlist at each of the end of your videos. Or even better, share a video that is related to that video that you're talking about. So if you're talking about curly hair, for example, suggest a video that is related to that topic. Or if you have a playlist set up for it, redirect people to that playlist. This is going to give them more content to binge watch. Which means it's showing YouTube that, oh hey, people are watching this content more. Speaking of suggesting playlists, here is a playlist for you to go check out. Figured out which videos are going to give you the most information on how to do this fast. If you're looking to reach those monetization goals, the 4,000 watch hours, and get those 1,000 subscribers, watch this playlist. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you create adventure and live to inspire. Have a good one.